I think the first game we played, I was looking in the archives the other day, was 88, 89. So that would be 27 years ago. No, yeah, it is, isn't it?
And I think back then, we had that many Stevenses that you was on for 20 minutes and then someone else come on and give you a break.
It wasn't a problem, was it? Because Dad said, and he said that as you looked through the team sheet from the Nomads up to the first team, there were Stevenses throughout each team.
Yeah.
So his idea was, let's see if we can put this together and bring it all as one.
Well, I think your dad was surprised how many Stevenses wanted to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I mean, there isn't many people or surname or families type of thing.
I don't know where it is.
That could put aside it.
I think they said something about the Vivians years ago. The Vivians, I don't know if they're based in Constantine or down that way, that they could forge a 7-a-side. So we could have a Stevens A and a Stevens B against that crowd.
Yeah.
Because there was so many of ours, wasn't there?
Yeah, but then we was all playing rugby.
Exactly.
I was playing every week.
Yeah.
Gavin, I think, Gavin's a bit younger than me, but he started playing.
And Lewis was,
Louis.
yeah. Those people who just loved it, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it just seemed to be the thing to do. So it wasn't so much other interest in the town then, or was that fair to say?
No, but the rugby club then was the hub. Like Saturday nights, you used to have Johnny Lawson's show band up there. Right. Everyone used to go up there.
Yeah, yeah.
You used to stay behind.
Women all dancing, having a bit of grizzle. Yeah, that's what it was about. I think we played. I think this is the 11th game we'll play.
I think somewhere in there.
Wasn't that something like that with that one? Oh, 8 was it?
8.
Because this is a programme we had from years ago.
Well, it's the last match.
Yeah, which was a week or two now. And how many did we play? Yeah, 8 seasons against local opposition, and we won 6 and lost 2. Well, we won't mention the 2.
No.
But one,
that would have been the 9th then, wouldn't it?
That would have been the 9th.
Yeah.
So this is the 10th.
Yeah.
So you're going to have 5 minutes?
Am I? No. No, if you were talking 27 years ago, the last time I played, it took me months to get over it.
Did it?
Yeah.
You remember any things you did the last time you played?
Well, the only thing I can remember is I got given the ball, no one between me and the goalpost, on air 25, I made it to the halfway and everything gave out.
See, that's lack of...
And everyone was in the same boat because no one was there to back me up.
That's probably right, boy. But it was some quality players you had in the side.
Oh, yeah. When we first started.
Yes. That concentration of people, like you say about Lewis and Cush.
Yeah.
People who played rugby all their days and were good at it as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Louis was a county prop, wasn't he?
Big Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For years.
Yeah.
And obviously Cush was a schoolboy international.
Yeah. Well, so, I mean, Cush was coming towards the end of his playing career when I started playing.
Yeah, yeah. But hell of a football player. Yeah. You knew he was going to sidestep, you still couldn't tackle him.
Because I think Cush and, do you remember Whitey?
Yes, yes.
They used to train us when we were colts coming up.
That's right. He was fierce, Whitey was, wasn't he?
Yeah. But fair.
Yeah, I think he was fair. I know Dad rated him very highly.
Yeah.
And I thought a lot of that man, his tenacity and his ability, and it's just, we won't be beaten at all costs on this.
Because I mean, the other Chris Stevens, Keith's brother.
Yes. Yes.
He was playing.
That's right. Yeah, that's it. And it was all a good feeling in the town where everybody seemed to think, well, that was the thing to do. So...
Yeah, well, I mean, you're going back then, I mean, it was more of a community thing then, wasn't it? Everybody knew anything, you couldn't get away with anything.
No, that's probably right.
More than fair to know.
Yes, it was. If you did have a bit of a problem, someone knew at the time you got home.
They was on the doorstep waiting for it.
Yeah, so what you've been doing, so, yeah. I think that society has changed, and as in our town, as everywhere else is, I suppose. But the concentration of football players there, well, it's good to be part of that. And it's good that this is coming on.
The only one regret, when you said about going on for fun, I would dearly love to go out and be on the same pitch as my boy, but...
Yes.
But I know damn well, Antony, if I go on that field, that'll be it.
Well, at the moment, recruiting is pretty difficult, because, like we're saying, people got other things to do now, and not, like Louis was saying the other day, we had a bit of a run around up the field. He said the team we're playing, have all played rugby in the last 2 years. Now, how many of our Stevenses have had a bit of contact?
Apart from playing for the Stevenses 15, Luke have never played.
Exactly.
He may have played at school.
Yeah, he was a bit competitive, old man, really, wasn't he? You worked with in the fire brigade once or twice?
Or quite a few years in with Denis.
I don't think his attention record was, or attendance record was that sharp.
And I always remember once with your dad. Because he had his own business, which was
Yeah, absolutely.
It was in the middle of the day. And Denis didn't like going out of town or being away from work too long. And it was that hot summer of '76.
It was hot, you're quite right, it was.
Denis got down and the machines, and they said, "Come on, Denis, get on, get your kit and get on." Where are we going? We're going very far. Get your kit and go. Denis got on, and he's going up to Stenny. He was going down to Sennan or somewhere like that.
What, to be a goal scorer? Oh, answer.
Oh, wasn't it? I went on
Did
first.
you jump off or something, did it?
No, they jammed the doors, couldn't get off.
I know when 4th Street was on fire, and that fire was on for 3 days, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All the African shops, seafood cafe, and all that area. His attendance was shocking. And he said to Mum, I suppose, I better go down one day this week. Show willing. But as a rugby player, I mean, this is all in his memory, really, because he suggested that we do this. And we have played with, I know my brother and I played with father. Cush played with his boy, which wasn't too bad, father and sons there. Then you had brothers.
Yeah.
You played with John, didn't he?
Yes.
Louis played with James.
Yeah, I think. Didn't Tony have it? That's Tony, isn't it?
That's Tony there.
That's Tony. Jimmy.
Jimmy. Well, I don't know if Jimmy. I can't see Jimmy playing, but Tony and Louis. It'd be fantastic if they could.
Yeah.
3 of them in one side.
I think when Louis left the message, he said Tony's going back or something like that.
Is he? Ah, right. Okay. It's difficult to get that combination together again.
Yeah.
But because everybody's that much bloody older, isn't it?
It's like my dad was playing. He was Charles schoolboys.
Dad did?
Yeah.
Hey, get on. I didn't. That's where you got your blinding pace from.
Well, I got it from somewhere.
I didn't know father was like that.
Yeah.
So where did that name Captain's Eggs come from?
Dad was the same mate. Remember Willie Barber the plumber?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
They were all the same mate, and John Tavara.
Yes, Jamie Moore.
Yeah. They're all the same age group.
Right.
And apparently they was, back when they were boys in the summer, they used to camp out the island and that Man's Head.
Right on.
So the parents could take in people.
Oh yes, yeah.
Well, they was apparently playing down the island, and Willie Barber called Captain's Eggs for something or other. Dad can't remember, but it stuck.
That was that.
Yeah.
That's it. I know it's one of those things that, because everybody knew of Johnson Snides, then you was called Zeggs, wasn't he?
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
The only one who ever called me Zeggs on the regular thing was Jimmy Pett.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, boy. So, Gerald Curnow called me Brown now.
Yeah.
You know, live in Tomorrow Road.
Yeah. Yeah,
Brown.
here every day.
Yeah, you do, that's right, walking all the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I suppose because of all the nicknames that St Ives had, because of Stevens is everywhere you went. That was used to find by, I suppose. Jan Silver, origin of that. They're a bit dodgy, they crowd mine, weren't they?
Jan, is that Christopher?
That's Gavin and Keith.
Keith.
Yeah. And Harold, obviously, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
he was quality football player, wasn't he? Struth.
Well, I think he was playing the same time his dad was.
Yeah, yeah. He went with youth for a while and did a lot of his football career up there, and he got a lot of caps at Cornwall. And then he come back to St Ives again. But yeah, they weren't bad crowd, were they? Some good footballers in the town, them boys.
JD.
Absolutely.
Good player.
Randy he was called. He was a prop, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Hard man.
Yeah.
One or two of them were, weren't
they? I mean, he very.
No, he wasn't the biggest, was he? But yeah, good concentration of people, and all had that rugby ability about them.
Yeah.
Because that was the focus, like you said earlier on. Possibly go down Pally to dance afterwards. I never went there. You go there, did you?
I've never been in there. The time I've been in there because I mean the Etworths own that, don't they?
Who's that?
The Etworth family.
That's it. Yeah, Barbara Etworth and all that. I never did this.
That's full up with those sculptures.
Is it really?
Yeah. Which the family own.
Oh, okay. So they own the building as well, I
Yeah, I
suppose.
would imagine so.
Yeah. But that's interesting rugby days. So you will be up there on the 29th.
I will be up there on the 29th shouting with your shirt on.
That's right. So we've got a raffle afterwards.
Right.
And we've got a bit of live music. And I know you're very good at shaking a few steps and throwing a few shapes, isn't he?
Well, depends how many Guinness I have.
Well, I'm sure there'll be one or two of us up there. Which will make it
all family come, that daughters, grandchildren and that. So
that's fantastic.
Can pass that bedtime, but
Well, it's only once a year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, once every 9 years in our case. I think that's about it, isn't it, Captain?
Somebody's telling us something.
Yeah, somebody's told us we've had our fill. If you're happy with that, Tony.
Yep. Lovely job.